All right, guys, let's play some No Fence Riders, Lions versus Browns edition. The first one is a dead even split. Love starting off with the dead even split.
Mike loves a dead even.
Question was, will the Lions become the first team to rush for 100 or more yards against the Browns this week? The Browns obviously held the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Packers rushing attacks in check. I mentioned the 4-4 split. Let's see which side of the fence each foursome is on. The first who said yes was Jay, Bull, Dustin, and G. Myself, Tyvis, Earl, and Jason all said, not buying it. Bull, why are you buying it? And then Ty, tell him why he's wrong.
I think the Browns defense is excellent, but you're not going to play to that level every single week. I don't like this matchup for the Browns. I'll tell you, I'm already impressed with the Browns defense. If they play lights out as they have the last 3 weeks against this team, that's another level because they're super fast, especially on their turf. They're as good a running team as there is in football. I love their combination in the backfield. And they're a big threat in the passing game with a lot of weapons there too, and they have the best offensive line of any team the Browns have faced. I think there's too many things. Gibbs will get off for at least one big run, I think, in this game. And so ultimately, I'm not saying they're going to run for 200 yards, but I think they'll run for more than 100 in this one.
Yeah, this is easy. I mean, like David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, like I threw the stat out there. I mean, they didn't combine for 250 all-purpose yards already apiece. So it's like, it don't got to be crazy gashing you for over 100 yards. I mean, they can get 104, 105 yards.
Yeah, right.
And you only hold them to 50 apiece. That ain't too crazy. They're fast on the turf, like Bull said. And they're able to attack you from a lot of different levels in the formations that they got in the variations, which puts a lot of stress not only on your defensive line, but it puts stress on your linebackers and your support guys in the secondary trying to figure out where the run fits are. I think they got it, to me, for my money, top 3 offensive line. So they got the recipe for having 100. We'll see. Like Bull said, if the Browns lock these dudes up like this, you got to start rethinking some things because that's a couple of teams in a row where they've been really, really shutting dudes out.
The Lions won't rush for 100 yards. I'm going to tell you why. Because the Cleveland Browns is, right now, the number one thing on that defense is the front seven. The questionable thing is the secondary. I know they've made some plays, but at the end of the day, it's hard to be out there on that secondary. The Browns refuse to let anybody run the ball on them. If they're going to lose a game, it's going to be because somebody threw for 400 yards or 300 yards in a game. That's how they're going to lose games on the defensive side of the ball. But when it comes to the running game, that attitude, that grit that they got down there in them trenches, they not letting it happen. Don't care if it was Barry Sanders.
Not once the whole season.
No, they're not going to let it. If they get beat on defense, it will come through the air.
Barry Sanders is another planet.
I'm just telling you,
I can see
them dudes swarm that ball. They not letting you run the ball. It's an attitude thing. If you run the ball, then that's you busting the whole thing wide open. So we're going to at least stop something down. We're going to shut something down. It's going to be the rushing attack.
By the way, have you guys seen?
Pause.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the video? I saw it on Instagram recently of like Barry Sanders' greatest moves and like broken tackle.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember. Obviously, I watched him as a kid, and he was one of my favorite players. But it was just. I mean, there's never been another player like him.
No.
Obviously, Jim Brown was awesome. There's been great backs. But there was nobody like Barry Sanders.
His movement's crazy.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's very.
And it was all. It wasn't like predetermined. It was all reactionary.
I mean, he would break. Like he was not, and he wasn't a big guy.
Not at all.
But he'd break all these tackles. Like there's so many videos where it looks like 3 guys are surrounding him, and all of a sudden he's passed all 3 of them. You're like, how did he do that?
It's Reggie Bush in college-esque is the only thing that's even remotely close.
Right, but Reggie wasn't the same guy in the pros. But
there's very few people that come into the NFL.
You couldn't tell me Reggie wasn't going to be that dude.
That is shocking. And he was a decent pro, but he was not
he
a star.
had a decent career.
Very few pros come in and change the game, and you say, oh, they're 1-on-1. Their skill set has not been seen and replicated since. Barry Sanders is definitely one of them dudes.
I mean, we've seen a lot of great backs, but not like him.
Like that.
I'll take him over anybody. And think about it. You think of the other great backs. I don't want to go too much of a tangent, but like most of the other great backs were on great teams. He was never on a great team.
Ever.
Right?
I think they made
a decent team.
They made it to the NFC Championship game, I believe, once in 91.
The Lions did?
91
NFC
against
championship game?
The Lions did?
90.
think so,
Check.
but-
They played the Washington Redskins in 91.
Really?
They ended up losing the game. I'll check it out. It might have been a divisional round,
Okay.
but
I don't know, but like they had nothing. I mean, they had Herman Moore was a nice receiver when he played, but they always had these like nothing quarterbacks. Anyway, go ahead, Mike. Give us the next one.
G, you're right. They lost in the NFC Championship games.
Good
to
job out of
the
you.
Redskins,
I didn't
yeah.
remember that.
1991. Yeah.
All right, next one. We talked about this a second ago. It's been a long time since the Browns have scored 20 or more points in a non-James start. So will this be the first time they do it? I put this season. I could put in the last 18 games if you want to exclude the Jameis Winston
I would love
category.
to see who said yes.
3 of y'all said yes.
Who?
None of y'all are on the show today.
Yeah, they out to lunch.
Jay
Jason.
I can't
Dustin,
believe Jay and
Jason's
Jason
actually
said
positive.
said yes. The rest of us don't think this is the week the Browns cracked that 20-point threshold.
they on that Quinshon Judkins Kool-Aid. That
Well,
Judkins punch.
I mean, Jay wants Judkins to carry the ball 47 times.
That's
Giving him Walter Payton
all
numbers.
we got.
Sweetness.
I wonder. I wish they was here to say why they say yes.
I mean,
it's gonna.
I've seen Jay's headline. Jay's expecting a high-scoring game.
It's gonna be a
So-
shootout, but I don't know if we got the Johns and the Joes for the shootout. That's the problem. If they get to 20, I'm thinking
how?
I mean, they could.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the Lions. And once the Lions hit 20, it's done.
Yeah.
Watch this. Even if you extrapolate this out and you say, all right, they make all their kicks, the Browns do. That's 6 points. They hit 2 kicks, right? And then Judkins, right? He gets a long run. He got 142 yards with 1
13
touchdown.
13 points.
That's 13 points.
Where the other?
Where the rest of them
it's tough.
points
What's
coming
the
from?
over/under on this game?
44?
I saw 44.5. Yeah.
I'd take the under.
Yeah, give me the under.
All right. Next, Mike.
All right, next up, if you combine the total receptions Jerry Jeudy and Cedric Tillman have this year, it's 20. Amon-Ra St. Brown has 20 by himself. So the question is, in this particular game, will Tillman and Jeudy combine for more receptions than Amon-Ra?
I forgot what I said.
Absolutely
Another
not.
close one. It's a 3-5 split.
What did I
Absolutely
say?
not.
You said no, they won't.
Of course they won't.
I said yes, they will.
Jay got
Jay
him.
Crawford has been killing
Where's something going with him
the
with
Browns
this week?
wide receivers more than anybody. And yes,
Jay this week, I don't know what's going on, bro.
he was out to lunch on the Isaiah Bond thing more than anybody's ever been ever.
He got an argument with Bull about these 60 carries that people supposed to be
I
getting.
mean, he is just nuts this
He
week.
got that Kool-Aid in him this week, boy.
Man,
Can I give you my reasoning?
he thinks and Jerry Jeudy, who's their only good receiver, Jay talks about him like he's like crap.
Yeah, like he's not good. I don't understand.
But all right, go ahead.
I don't get it.
My reasoning
Yeah.
is when you look at how teams have attacked Detroit this season, it has been a lot of they're playing a ton of too high, so it's a lot of underneath stuff. I think we're going to see it based off how Joe Flacco's played the last 2 weeks. A lot of these dump off underneath routes, quick screens, get the ball out in receivers' hands, and that's where Jeudy can get more involved. And when you look at those two combined, I think it'll end up being like 9 catches for those two combined and 7 for Amon-Ra. So individually, one of those two won't surpass Amon-Ra, but together, I can see a bunch of little dump downs
I mean, it's
favoring.
possible, but-
How much underneath can you go? Can you go underneath, like you be in a hotel and they got like 17 covers on the bed?
Tunnel screen.
I mean, those guys are going to drop a few balls too.
Yeah,
Though I did consider that.
Aren't a lot of those going to go to Njoku and Fannin and?
I think Detroit's going to expect that.
Oh.
Hit him with the counter.
Watch
Not a
this.
12 person.
You're giving Kevin Stefanski a lot of credit right
Hey,
there.
and Bo, here's the best part.
Yeah.
It's going to lead to 13 points.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Watch this. This is nasty work, Tyvus, and it's irrefutable. If the Ohio State Buckeyes was going I formation, Cedric Tillman wouldn't start.
So you saying if they was in 21 personnel, would he be one of the outside receivers?
Go ahead.
Is he better than Cardinal Tate is the
no.
question.
No, he's not starting for Ohio
No,
State.
he wouldn't.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold
That's
on.
devastating
Let me
work.
ask this question. What Jerry Jeudy? Are we talking number? The dude
No, he
for
didn't
the.
say
I didn't say
Tillman.
I said Cedric Tillman.
No.
Oh,
of course
Cedric Tillman?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, yeah.
Never.
He's not. He's
Never.
Not starting
Jeudy
for
would
Ohio State.
start.
Oh, I thought
Tillman.
you meant
Judy-
Jeudy.
Yeah, nah. I said
See,
Cedric Tillman.
That's so
Wait, did you
blasphemous that I
seriously
didn't
consider
even.
Jeudy versus Tate? You were really thinking about that?
Yeah, I was because I needed to know who you was talking about. You talking about Judy now? You talking about Judy at Alabama? Because Judy at Alabama was crazy.
Dude, what's going on with your boy Marvin Harrison Jr.? He's killing my fantasy team. That guy can't.
He killed
your
fantasy.
I had him last year, and I told him I'd never get him again.
He killing my fantasy team on this show.
Been a big bust. All right, go ahead, Mike.
All right, number 4, guys. Myles Garrett's recorded a sack in each of the first 3 games this season. The Lions' offensive line, obviously very good. Penei Sewell might be the best individual offensive lineman in the entire NFL. So the question is,
are you seriously saying that?
Who do
Where are you coming up with that craziness?
What do you think's better?
Penei Sewell
Might be the best individual offensive lineman.
is the best offensive lineman in the league.
I think
He's
there's
one
a
of
genuine
them.
case he could
No.
be. Yes.
He's one of them.
He's overrated.
What do you mean? He had
Let's answer the
Look at
fence
some of
right
the
then,
analytics on
then
him.
let's talk about it. But we're almost all in agreement here. It's a 7-1 split. Jason's the only curmudgeon who says the streak will come to an end.
You
The
know
rest
what?
of us
Jason
agree.
might be right. He might be right. I mean, Myles Garrett's not going to get sacked in every game.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Playing like this with the rest of these dudes,
Yeah.
they're going to run him. Somebody's going to run from him into him. He's going to get
Give me the exact question again.
Will Myles Garrett record a sack in his 4th straight game to start the season?
Technically, he didn't last week. He recorded a half a sack. Would that count?
Yeah, a half sack would count.
Half sack would count.
Yeah,
Okay.
you go ahead.
I mean, I said yes.
As long as
so-
it's not a 0 in the sack column,
Gotcha.
it counts as a sack.
So I think he will, but it's not crazy to say no. You
No,
know,
not at all.
I ain't saying it was crazy.
especially against the Lions' offensive line.
It's like saying, will LeBron James get 10 points in a game?
No.
No, you crazy.
Myles Garrett's had way more zero
like
sack
a
games
dub.
than LeBron's had
Hey,
single-digit point
LeBron's
games.
streak of 10-plus games is like 800 or something.
There it is.
What's that?
Let me look up the exact number, but LeBron scored 10-plus points in like 800 straight games.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
that's
hard to
way
get a
more
sack.
unlikely.
I'm going to listen. Myles Garrett ain't going to have no zeros unless he's
The whole
You
season?
guys ready for this?
yeah, no zeros.
He holds the NBA record.
Of course he does.
It's 1,289 consecutive games of 10.
Yeah, that's not it. Myles Garrett hasn't gone a single season with.
It's a little harder. It's a little harder
Yeah.
for Myles.
Yeah,
It's a little harder for Myles.
Yeah.
It's a little harder. But
What's the longest What's Myles' longest streak of consecutive games with at least a half a sack?
oh, he's gonna get that this year.
It's probably not even 10.
Give me filibuster for 1 second. I'll
Well,
get
it's
you.
filibuster.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett this year is gonna be different.
He got no choice.
Myles Garrett's awesome. We all get that.
No,
but
I think he's
not going to have a sack every single game.
I think-
if he does, I mean, he's breaking the record.
Hey, I think he's that good.
I mean,
think
he is.
No,
Anybody
I,
can do it.
no,
Sure he is.
I think he's better. I seen it. So let me give you an example. There was a play where they didn't block him, and they were sending a tight end at him to kick him out. Myles Garrett pulled this Magneto move where he just Euro stepped this dude in the backfield, like move past him, dip back in and tackle this dude. The dude ran 5, 6, 7 steps, and he tackled him in the backfield and Euro stepped 3 dudes. And I
found
said,
it.
he don't even got to touch nobody.
Yeah. All right, what's his longest streak of consecutive games with at least a half a sack?
8 games back in 2021.
But there's probably not a lot of guys with a longer streak than that.
That's a long streak.
By the
bro.
way,
It's a long.
without Myles Garrett, this is an 0-17 team.
I agree.
That's how. And we were talking about, we gave you a little bit. I think Tyvus and I gave you a little bit of a hard time
Oh, nine.
on
Best
the
of 9.
Joe Thomas thing.
Yeah.
But I think they're an 0-7, and the defense is still pretty good. Like without him, it's still pretty good, but it's nowhere close to this. He is such a huge factor on why this defense is what it is.
He's actually, to be truthful, he's almost underrated because
I think he is. I think
Because
you're right.
there's a lot of people that just won't. You're never going to go to a game and break it down and watch a defensive lineman play every single play.
Right.
So sometimes you don't even know. But I go back and just watch the all 22, and there's 3 guys on them, and it's not like they're chipping. It's like, no, that tight end, you have him 1-on-1. The tackle next to him, you have him number 1-on-1 on pass, and then the back is out there. So it's 3 people, and it's 3-on-3. Somebody got to get home. He just makes it to and now on the run plays, he's being more disruptive in the run. He's doing things where now he's just choosing. It's like he's in the Matrix now. He just like, I said it was Ultra Instinct Goku, but it is like that. Like he just figure out what he need to do. He don't got to run you over. He don't have to swim, bull rush.
Yeah.
It's just like every single play is something different that he's doing, and they don't know what to do.
And I think he's playing his best football against the run that I've ever seen him play.
Me too.
Right? I
That-
mean, like it feels like he's in the mix on almost every play. And
he's got a motor.
That wasn't always the case.
Right.
He really never had that motor. That was like the one thing. He got a motor this year. Boy.
We've been saying, we say, I feel like every year, he's got one more level. He's got one more. Only Myles Garrett. Like, no other player has that last level. And it feels like this year he's reaching that.
He's been the best player in football.
That godlike level.
You're like, where did
best
you
player
get that?
in football through 3 weeks. I'll die in that hill.
Where did you get that from, bro?
All right, we got 2 more.
Who's the best player in football?
Myles Garrett has been the best player
I
in
thought you were
football
saying,
through 3 weeks.
Panay Sewell.
No. Sewell's awesome, though.
He is really good.
That sounds like
really
an
good.
Italian
Panay Sewell.
Yeah.
Can I get the Panay Sewell?
We have
get a
2
bowl
more.
of Panay Sewell. Can you throw some cheese in there? Go ahead.
Will Joe Flacco have a positive touchdown to turnover ratio
stop.
versus the Lions? We're going to continue asking this question until he does.
I mean, stop.
If you thought the answer would be even,
Can I predict who said yes?
there's three people.
Did I say
Tyvis
yes?
Powell,
Did I say
Jay
yes to
Crawford,
this?
and Dustin Fox.
I don't
You
know.
got 2 of the 3. Let's see it.
I'm about to say.
Oh, big nuggets!
I'm going with a 1-0.
Why would
I
clean
knew it was
game.
Jay and Dustin.
Why would you think I say yes?
I think it's a 1-0.
Only because how you reacted just now.
Because you forgot.
When
I did.
When
but
G and I went,
I said
oh,
yes to something. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah. This is the easiest
I didn't say
one.
no to everything, did I?
Maybe
I
we
knew
did.
it was Jay. I knew Jay
Tyvis,
and
you
Dustin
said
would lock.
yes, Myles will get a sack,
Oh, okay.
and you said no to everything else, you negative Nancy.
Yeah, this one is easy because would you preface this if it's even?
When
you say
I-
no, right?
Usually when I'm negative, they prove me wrong. So
Because McNuggets is like no. If you don't,
Yeah, if you think it's going to be even,
if
that's
you-
a no.
That's a no.
Yeah.
So he has to throw 2 touchdowns and 1 interception, which I just don't feel like.
with that offensive line,
I think it's going to be 1-0. Not a ton of offense, but I don't think he ends up throwing a pick.
It's good.
I got one extra
You're
bonus
wrong,
one.
but that's all right.
Fair. I got a bonus one. Earl
Yeah.
came in this morning after we made the graphics and we goes, I got a great fence rider. And I said,
Okay.
well, where was this when we talked about it on Tuesday? So I'm going to just ask it to you guys. I don't have
Is
everyone's
that the last
answers.
one?
We were all unanimous on the other one, so we don't have to go over it. We're
Oh,
all in the
okay.
same boat.
What
So
were they, real quick? Just so.
Will Samson have more snaps than Judkins gets carries? We all
Yeah,
said
that was
no.
a crazy. I don't know why you asked that question.
we were trying to get creative on
I
that.
gotta say-
Earl's was much better.
I'm going to give you a 99% compliment with a 1% insult here.
Okay.
Mike does an amazing job as producer. He asks great questions 99% of the time. That was the worst fence rider question you ever asked.
Yeah.
You know
Ever.
what was funny?
That I can think of.
Take you upstairs. Me and Ant are going over these on Tuesday. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hate this one, Ant, but I don't have a better idea.
Right.
He's
That
like,
was
well,
terrible.
we'll put it in. It was terrible. No, I didn't like it in the moment, and I wish
Yeah.
Earl had stepped up then and
Like
said,
you
hey,
should.
I
How
got
about
a
like
great
will
one.
Andre Schmidt hit a field goal over 53 yards?
Would
you
have
know?
been better.
Yep.
But this one that Earl came up with was better than both those.
All right,
All
go
right.
ahead.
A Browns rookie has scored their first career touchdown in 2 consecutive weeks. Will we see a Browns rookie score his first career NFL touchdown in a 3rd straight week this week against the Lions?
Harold Fannin.
It could be Fannin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Samson scored the first.
Samson scored the first one in
So it would have to
garbage
be
time.
Fannin or a defensive player.
Or a defensive player. Exactly.
Yeah, I would say yes. I think Fannon's going to score a touchdown this week. If I remember correctly, the Lions are not great against tight ends.
They're not.
I'll go yeah. Shout out to Go Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I'll go yeah.
no.
No, just
Continuing his
There will be
trend
no. There will
of
be no
negative
scoring
Tyvis.
of touchdowns for the Browns.
all field goals.
All field goals.
How many?
4.
4.
Wait, Tyvis, as the person who is the most positive about the Browns preseason, you are now the most negative on
That's
the
a lie.
Browns
Jay Crawford
after 3
is.
weeks.
Stop.
Jay Crawford said yes to everything.
I could ask Jay, will Flacco throw for 600 yards? He would have said yes.
Hey,
this
listen, I'm gonna tell you what.
Jay loves him an old white quarterback.
Anytime I'll say yes, anytime we anonymous on this panel, it never happens. So I have to be the negative guy.
You know what's really truthful? I didn't turn myself into a moderate independent. I mean, people used to call me the Duke of Knee Jerk. I'm actually middle ground on a lot of things now.
I'm trying to steal that title.
Moderate independent.
No, Duke and Egypt.
Oh, I'm like that title's been out for
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
years here around here.
Anytime
right.
we unanimous on here, it never works. So therefore, I have to be. When I hear y'all two agree, I have to go the opposite
Okay,
way.
that's fair
Okay.
enough. Go ahead,
All right,
Mike.
Tyvis the Contrarian, your new nickname.